Hello? Hey. Hey, who's this?
I'm Solid Snake.
Oh, hi Snake. It's Retro Liquor.
Hello, Retro Liquor.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you Snake. It must have been a butt dial. I'll catch you later. Hi everyone, it's Retro Liquor, and today we are doing an unboxing video. Now, if you've watched some of my previous videos, the Crash Bandicoot First for Figures unboxing video and the Aku unboxing video, you will know that I said I will not be buying any more large First for Figures statue. They're very expensive and I don't particularly have the room to house them. That was a lie. I have something here very special, and I've wanted this for a long time, since it came out, but I've been pursuing this one for about 6 months now. And it's from eBay again. It was a lucky find, and it's secondhand. It wasn't meant to be, but it came true in the end. So it came up on eBay, and it was £400, and with £50 postage. And I wanted it there and then. But you know how you get a little cheeky, and it was bid in or make an offer. So I made a cheeky offer, a very cheeky offer in fact, because I didn't want to pay £50 postage. I mean, it's a huge package, it's a huge statue. I didn't want to pay £50 postage. I'm one of those people who would rather pay £450 with free postage rather than £400 with £50 postage. It just seems a better deal, you know. So I didn't want to pay £50 postage, so I put in an offer. I put in a very cheeky offer. Not $350, I put in $300. I was like, you never know, you know. There's a pandemic on. There's a recession on. It's some scary times for people losing their jobs, and some people are desperate for money. And I don't mean to sound like a bad guy. I'm not trying to exploit people's weaknesses. It's just, you know, money is tight for everybody right now. That doesn't mean we can't have nice things. So I put in a cheeky offer of £300 with £50 postage. It was outrightly rejected. I was okay with that. I thought, I'll go for £350. With £50 postage, pushing the total price up to £400. It was also rejected. And then I was gonna pay the $400. I was like, okay, you know, I still want it. I want it bad enough. I'll pay the full whack. I'll pay the $400 with the 50 postage. Then the guy selling it decided he didn't want £400 for it anymore. He wanted £500. So he took the listing down and he relisted it for £500 with free postage. And in all honesty, I still would have paid that. I would have, but I was so pissed that you would put something up for bidding of the price you wanted, and then when someone offers you, and I know the tricks, I'll put it up for low and it'll get bid up to higher money. I've seen it, I've done it myself. You know what you want, and you know what you can get, and it's somewhere in the middle, you know? So he put it up for £500, but with free postage, and I would have paid that again. But I was kind of pissed, you know? So I waited it out. Because there's other ones on eBay, not just this one. And this was the cheapest one, even at £500. The others were like £650, even £700, £800, and we're not even talking about the exclusive edition. We're still talking about the standard edition statue that I've got here. And I waited months and months and months, and every now and again, every few months, the price had come down a bit and a bit more, and before we know it, we were at $450. I'm like, okay, we're getting there. Nobody's biting, you know, money's tight. People can't afford stuff like this. So we're going a bit longer. We're going months, and I keep an eye on it. The listing keeps refreshing every 30 days. We're still $450. And then the other week, it finally happened. It hit £400, free postage. I bought it straight away. And I was like, you're damn right I'm gonna buy that. And it was sort of like, if the guy would have just, like, accepted my offer in the first place, he would have had more than he got in the end. And, I mean, you know, there's no animosity towards the guy or anything. He just wants the most money for something he's paid for. And me as a buyer, I want the most product for my money as well. So, you know, I think it was a win-win in the end. He got the money he wanted. To be fair, he probably wanted more, but he got money he was happy with, and I got my statue that I was happy with. So, it's a tale, and I love that things I buy have stories behind them and little things, and it really made me work for it. But, in my opinion, it is worth it. So, let me jump right in and show you what we've actually got here. This is a First for Figures, bear with me, Solid Snake. It's not the exclusive edition, it's the standard edition. I know the last ones were standard editions, but in this, the last ones were exclusive edition, sorry, but in this model, I prefer the standard edition. The exclusive edition has the night vision goggles on, which I just don't like. I like that you can see Snake's face a little better. So, excuse me, it's very heavy. We have Solid Snake statue. And it's amazing, it's fucking heavy. So, let's jump right in, and let's first have a look at the box, and then we'll open it up and look at the statue itself. Okay, so I've just turned my camera so you can see a little better, because this is way too heavy to be lifted up. So, on the front here we have Solid Snake, First for Figures, from Metal Gear Solid 1. Now, I'm really excited about this because Metal Gear Solid is my favourite franchise of all times. And there's lots of rumours going around about Metal Gear Solid being remade for the PS5, there's a Metal Gear Solid movie, it's all coming together. And to get the opportunity to buy this, because this is sold out on the First for Figures website, and I really wanted it, and I thought I'd never get it, but here it is, we're going to be unboxing it right now. So, let's look around the side, shall we? On the side we have the pose. It's assumably in Shadow Moses. We have, you know, the snow. We're at a right angle wall here. Snake is posed up against the wall, looking around the corner to kill some genome soldiers. So, other side. Oh, it's so heavy. Just some closer up looks of the statue and the amazing attention to detail that First for Figures have gone to with this model. One last thing, the top of the box is very nice, very Metal Gear Solid. I love the textures and everything. And quick look at the back. Now this is important. So, as we know from the previous models we've had here, they're a limited run. There's only, I think there was, limited to 1,000 pieces worldwide. So they're only making 1,000 of these ever. And we have been very, very lucky because we have product number 8. Now, for me, that is fucking awesome because you always get a really high number, or not a really high number, but not a low number either. It's somewhere in the middle. It's not all that impressive. The only high number I would be super impressed with would be like number 1,000. And a super low number you would be like over the moon with is number 1. But this is a really low number. This is number 8. This is the 8th one ever made of this statue. And I really like that. I like that it's such a low number. And the guy who was selling it me didn't actually say what number the statue was. He didn't even say like, oh, it's a limited run. It's number 8, it's a really low number. It was just sort of sold as seen almost, and it was like, oh, I bought this, I've displayed it for about a month, I've now had to move house, I've moved to a flat, I just don't have the room for it. And that's great for me, so it's good, I can't wait to get it open. So let's jump in and get it open, see what it's about. Okay, so you'll have to bear with me while I jiggle it around because the box is insanely large. This is going to be really awkward and unnecessary. But one of the things I do like about First for Figures is they always package their shit really well. You know, this is coming from China and going to a number of places around the world, so it has to be well packaged. Just so no damages occur along the way. So bear with me a second while I pull this massive polystyrene chunk out of the box. Right, so here we have our very large polystyrene chunk from the box, and on the front here it has an image of the Solid Snake on the front embossed into the polystyrene, just like we saw in the Crash Bandicoot and Aku one, and on the back we have, first for figures, Solid Snake. So let's have a look, shall we? Let me lay this down. So taking the top off now, let's get that out of the way. Okay, wow, it's really cool, it's really big. So inside the box we have a little First for Figures leaflet advertising some of their other products. We have our very cool Solid Snake authenticity card there that hasn't been registered as well, I've learned from the seller. Now where do we start? I think we should get the wall out first, that seems like a good idea. Okay, so let's lift this massive thing out here. Oh my god, it is so damn heavy. Oh, there we go. Okay, so again, the base itself, Snake doesn't come attached to the base just like we saw in the Crash Bandicoot model we've got as well. There's a little hole here that we slot him into, but the level of detail on this, there's a bit of polystyrene and bits on it, which I thought they were snow at first, but there is lots of little things, like there is snow on the ground, it's like little sparkly sort of glitter, and we've got the little steel poles sticking out here. The texture is absolutely amazing. There's this little grate down here with some nice dry brushing on. So let's have a flick underneath, shall we? So underneath we have Solid Snake, First for Figures, Konami Digital Entertainment, made in China, and we are statue number 8 out of 1000, and Metal Gear Solid on the bottom there. Not much to see around the side or the back, but as you can see, it has still got the same level of detail as the front, which I like. It's great. You know, they could have just left this smooth and grey, but, you know, they've gone to a lot of trouble, and I appreciate that. Sorry if I sound out of breath, it's very heavy. It's giving me a bit of a workout. So that's the base, and I'm really impressed with that. I'm happy to stand Snake on here. That's a nice base. So next up out of the box is the Solid Snake. Body and torso. Now this is very cool. Very big, very detailed. It's the Solid Snake I remember from when I was a kid, you know? He's got his sock on, with the suppressor on. He's got all his little supply bag with some rations in around the back, some little utility pouches on his belt and his holster there. His feet are muddy and have little snow on. Even the bottom is textured and painted. That is a really nice touch. One thing I have noticed, and it's not a big deal, I don't mind. There is a tiny bit of paint damage on the back there, just where his shoulders like grazed the wall. I don't particularly mind. I could probably touch that up myself, to be honest, you know. He's got his knee pads on, they're textured as well. All the texture on the pants, like the texture on his jeans to the texture on his knee pads is different. I love that. It's very cool. Obviously he doesn't have a head. Bear with me, I will get to that. So let's slot him in place, shall we? I assume we just go straight in like this. This gives me fucking problems. I get so nervous I'm gonna like damage it or scrape something. Trying to push it into place. Oh. Does anyone else get that kind of anxiety trying to build these things? Just gotta give it a little wiggle. There we go, it's going. So that is the body and the base, and that is very cool. I love that. And like I said, there's a tiny bit of paint damage around here. Seems to be where his shoulder is grazed on the wall when the previous owner has taken it off, but I don't mind. You can't see it, and I can probably touch it up myself with a tiny bit of black paint. But it looks cool. So far, so good. Now, this is the real interesting bit for me. It comes with not one, but two heads. Now, this is really interesting because they're both practically identical. They're both very detailed, both wearing the bandana, both, you know, does anyone know what the actual difference is? I haven't been on the website to read about this, but they're very, very similar. They're slightly different in shape. The mouth and the nose and the eyes are ever so slightly different, but they're practically the same. This one's a little darker in the paint as well. The ears are even slightly different. That's very interesting. I mean, one will clearly be like based on Metal Gear Solid, one snake, and another one maybe twin snakes, or I don't know. If somebody knows, please let me know. Even the little quiff of hair at the front is different. This one's got like 2 strands, this one's got like 3. They are different molds. It's not even like they're just painted in it. Look at his sideburns as well. This one's a straight cut off, this one's like a little pointy. They are different, it's not the same head. So, which one should I go for? I kind of like this one. I don't know why, but if you know the difference behind them, please let me know, and let me know which one you have chose as well and why, because that's really interesting. They are different, like quite so. He's got a little more sticking out on his chin here, a little more detail in the mouth. They're quite different. That's really interesting, I think. So let's just slot the head. Oh dear. I can't see. There we go. Oh, awesome. Then as well, Solid Snake would not be complete without his bandana. These are both exactly the same. Solid Snake would not be complete without his bandana blowing in the wind behind him. There we go. Look at that. That is literally so damn cool. I love it. It's got everything I could possibly want, and as a huge Metal Gear Solid fan, it means a lot to me, you know? I love the Metal Gear Solid range, especially from First for Figures. This is one of my sort of wish list items that I would absolutely love to own, and I now do, and I love that. Now, they didn't just do this model either, they did the exclusive edition, which I assume just has another removable head with the night vision goggles on. I like that touch, but I prefer this one because you can see his face a little better. They also do one that is like crystal, so you can see completely through it. That's like your stealth camo, and they also do one in green, which is like green stealth camo, and it's like, again, crystal green sort of colour, and I absolutely love all three, but this is the one to have, for me at least. I absolutely love it, and it's perfect. Now, I've just got to find somewhere in my house for it to live, because as you can see, I have a lot of shit, and I have a lot of stuff, and I have other First for Figure models of this size, and they're all gonna need homes. So either I'm gonna have to get, you know, sell some stuff or buy a bigger house, or I don't know, but I absolutely love this, and I hope we see more Metal Gear Solid figures and resin statues from First for Figures in the future. I know they've just done a big Psycho Mantis statue. That looked amazing. I've not pre-ordered that or bought it. If it comes up down the line, maybe, but it'd be nice to see a Liquid as well, or even some of the ones from the later series. It'd be nice to see old Snake, maybe even a Metal Gear Rex or a Metal Gear Ray, something along those lines, something big. I mean, I love Metal Gear Solid. It's gonna be a keeper, this one, definitely. I absolutely love it. It's 10 out of 10 for me. Can't complain one bit. And I think I got a good deal on the price as well. £400, free postage. I know it was more than that when it was new, so, you know, making a loss, in my opinion, as a buyer or a collector is never the best, but as a as a seller point of view, to make a loss on something so new or so pristine is never great, but as a buyer, it's a win-win for me. So it is perfect. Well done, First for Figures, once again, on another amazing statue build. So that's it. It's perfect. I love it. Thanks very much for watching this video. Don't forget to check out my other First for Figure unboxing videos as well. We've got Crash Bandicoot and Aku. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There is a link in the description for some Retro Licker merch, and I'll see you later!